And good evening, my lovely lost tales, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my Wicked Wednesday stream. We are continuing with more Vampire Therapists tonight, Couples Therapy Edition. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. Thank you so much for your patience while I was getting things set up, because right when I hit going live, the internet on my phone decided to die, and I could not get my announcement posts out for a few minutes, and it was driving me insane. But I got that fixed. Everything's been posted. And how are you doing? How's your week been? Mine's been really, really good. I didn't realize how cool it would be to go to Cambridge University to record the ELT I did on Monday, but I genuinely had a lot of fun with that. It always sucks having to get up extra early to catch the train, but I like getting out of London for the day, or at least a couple of hours. But it was a wonderful experience. I got to work with some lovely people, and I am trying to remain as professional as possible. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty proud that I managed to keep a straight face when I realized who I was going to be recording with in the booth. Because I recognized him, but I could not put my finger on where I recognized him. And it was only until he started talking that I realized, wait, your voice sounds very familiar, sir. And there's a particular cadence and wonderful warmth he has to his voice. And I just had to take a moment and then, like, still keeping very professional, very demure, very polite. And then it hit me like, oh my god, that is Theo Solomon. That is Will from Baldur's Gate 3. So on Monday, I got to meet Theo Solomon, the amazing voice actor behind Will from Baldur's Gate 3, and we got to be part of an ELT together. Unfortunately, you're never going to be able to hear it unless you're doing academic studies at Cambridge University and you happen to listen to that particular tape. But it was wonderful getting to work with him nonetheless. Oh, how's it going? Traveling out of London is always so peak. I don't know if it's the same for you, Steph, but getting on train up for a long ride. It's a nice book. It's so comforting. It really is. And I've almost finished my book, The History of Heavy Metal, and it's a fantastic book. It's been great to read on trains. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's ever going to be accessible for anyone to hear the ELT even after it's used for academic purposes. But I'm not going to lie, when we were sitting opposite in each other in the booth and we were getting into the scene we were recording, and with ELTs is you have to speak almost in a slightly unnaturalistic way, because it's very important to get every word of the script precisely right, and it needs to be read really nice and clearly. So it sounds a little bit stilted at times, but it's it's quite precise work, but you try to make it feel like a genuine conversation between two people. And I'm not gonna lie, because with the first script we had to do, and Theo spoke first, I was like, we'd been chatting for a while, just like being fun, social, like small talk and stuff like that. And then we got into the booth, sat down, and the audio technician's like, whenever you're ready. The moment he started talking, my brain blue screened for a second, because I was just like, that is Will from Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't miss a line or anything like that. I didn't stumble over my words or anything, but it was just that. And he's a genuinely lovely person as well. So rest assured, he's a wonderful person. In case there were any concerns of like, prolific voice actors at all, like the way that they appear like characters, he's lovely. Genuinely a lovely person to talk to and to work with. And I really hope I get to work with him again on something someday. My weekends have been pretty busy with work and classes, as well as working on a special project, but other than that, things have been pretty good. That is awesome, Weaver. Hell yes. Glad to hear you've been having a great time. Oh, exactly. Like, I always keep it professional if I'm caught off guard. For the most part, I always keep it professional when I'm caught off guard around other voice actors that I recognize from somewhere that maybe they are very successful or very prolific. I always try my utmost to be as professional as possible. So when I did recognize him, I definitely wanted to say, hey, I really loved you as Will in Baldur's Gate 3. It's actually my favorite game. But I waited until it was a quieter moment and the other two voice actors were in the booth. So it was just Theo and I chatting in the green room. And then it's just quiet, discreet. I just have to say I really loved you in Baldur's Gate 3. You're amazing as well. Because I'd never want to put people on the spot or make them feel like if they're not in the headspace to meet someone who admires their work, I never want to suddenly put a person on the spot and draw unnecessary attention to them, especially if it's in a workplace environment and I'm not sure like if they have the stamina for that kind of engagement. I just try to be very conscientious around other people, especially for people who are more popular public figures, just in case they're just like, oh, I really appreciate that, thank you so much, and then they just don't want to talk about it anymore. I try to be very conscientious about that. As a rookie voice actor in training, I hope your endeavors bring you much gain in the future. It definitely comes and goes. I mean, I booked 2 jobs this month, but it's been fairly dry across the rest of the year, except for one other audiobook. So it really comes and goes in waves. I keep auditioning for stuff. I keep putting my voice out there. But as with any creative field, especially as actors, jobs, the availability of jobs comes and goes. I'll sometimes be booked for multiple jobs in a month. Other times I'll go like 6 months without booking anything. So it really helps to spread yourself across multiple disciplines as much as you can. Like, that's why so many voice actors, once they've have more established credentials, offer coaching and workshops as another way to earn income, and that's absolutely fantastic. Hell yes. That's why I also like streaming and stuff like that, and finding creative expression in other way. Speaking of creative expression in other ways, I am hard at work on the second draft of my debut novel. I finished editing... How many chapters was it? It's 2 or 3. I think 2.5 chapters today I finished editing, as well as working on the sound effects and audio landscaping for my next ASMR tale. So I've had a really good productive day. Got up early, went to the gym, got lots of shit done. And I tell you what, reading back over my writing, yes, there's a lot of stuff I have to fix along the way, spelling errors and whatnot, but overall, I think it's pretty solid. I haven't handed it off to an editor yet, of course, so I'm just also bracing myself. Like, I feel really confident in how this is all coming together, but I'm trying to keep, like, brace myself for when I do hand it into another person's hands. Like, hey, give me your professional opinion about this, and like, okay, brilliant. Here are all the things that are wrong with it that you need to fix. Great, that's what you're there for. Good morning, had a great weekend of pro wrestling, working with friends on a decade, from a decade on a beautiful and bloody show. Hell yes, that sounds awesome. Oh, and I'm so sorry, I should have said it earlier. King Deadlock, thank you so much for the 23-month primary sub, coming up to 2 full years now. Thank you so much, King Deadlock. I really appreciate your support and generosity. Thank you so much for being a part of my community, and thank you so much for being here tonight. At the end of the day, voice actors and actors are people too. I've met some actors in my name who shall remain nameless, who've been absolute gems, and also some who could be the most aggressive balls. Honestly, that's the same with anyone in a ton of creative fields, but I think when you're in a profession where popularity and visibility is a big factor, you do get some people who get drunk on their own hype and get blinded by their own egos, which is important, which is why it's so important to have good friends around you who are good at grounding you and call you out in your bullshit when you're being a bit of a fuckwit. Speaking of availability, I don't know if you saw the email I sent you. Yes, you did. Let me just double check in case I forgot to flag it, because I sometimes forget to do that. 1 second, my lovelies. I should have flagged it. I did flag it, I just have not gotten back to you yet because I received it just before I left for Cambridge and I hadn't had the chance to get back to it yet. So thank you so much for being patient with me, Weaver. I will get back to you as soon as I can, I promise. The fact that you're dedicated to your work is an admirable trait, Steph. If it's any consolation as a writer myself, you're doing great. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Sean. That really does mean a lot to me. I've been immersing myself more in book talk and looking for advice from fellow writers and stuff like that. And I can tell it's probably going to hit really, really hard the further along I get in working on this manuscript. And the self-doubt's going to creep in more and more, like doubting if this is even any good in the first place. Will anyone even bother to read this? I know you guys will want to read it, but I want to be traditionally published, and the query trenches are ruthless. So I'm also trying to ground my expectations when it comes to that. But overall, I think it's coming together really solidly. And if there's anything I am, it's stubborn. And once I've announced something, unless for an important, impactful reason, I can't do it. And then I'll make a heads up, like, hey, I can't continue with this project. I will want to see this through to the end, come hell or high water. So this book is going to get published one way or another. Oh my god. Working hard on that shit. Hang on. My lips are a little dry. You want to make something that's not just for your core audience. Exactly, Weaver. Exactly. Because ultimately, I've always set out since I was a teenager of being a storyteller and especially an author. And I kind of stumbled into being a voice actor along the way. And I really love being a voice actor. Don't get me wrong. But I want so badly to be a published author and to tell good, smutty stories about vampires. And that's going to happen. That is going to happen, and I'm going to work my ass off to get there. Alrighty, are you guys ready for more Vampire Therapist? Because I also will not shut up about the teaser trailer that came out about Interview with the Vampire Season 3, or, as it's now being called, The Vampire Lestat. I have many thoughts. Many of them are not PG-13, because we got to see Sam Reed as Rockstar Lestat, and I am trying to be so respectful. I'm trying to be so respectful, but that man can do no wrong. He could break every bone in my body and leave me a withered husk, and I would thank him for it. Also, as usual, pick my voices tonight. Yay or nay? Thank you for asking. I'm thinking... Honestly, I'm kind of burnt out a little bit tonight from doing so much audio editing, because my next ASMR tale is very intense, and it kind of took a lot out of me to edit a couple of particular moments. So I'm gonna say that's a nay for me tonight, but thank you so much for asking. You're very sweet. And Sean, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Sorry for the sudden bits, but I wanted to send these your way to cheer you on. Tally ho! Oh, tally ho, Sean. Thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let us continue with more couples therapy. Hooray! I miss my cowboy Sam, because we didn't get to play this last week because I was away doing professional shit. Hang on, I have to adjust because you guys can't see the gorgeousness that is Andromachos. I need to get out of the way so you guys can see his pretty, pretty face. Hey. Hang on. Is that good? I think that's good. Yeah, that works. Hi. Okay.
You're in good spirits tonight, Chief. What's got you in a good mood?
Exactly. You gotta see his beautiful face. God, he's so hot.
Truthfully, it is you, dear Samuel. I have enjoyed our chats immensely, even when they have been difficult. You put me very much at ease. I can see why your clients bond with you so quickly.
Oh, shucks, I'm just folks. Ain't nothing special about it.
Just folks. Don't disqualify the good of your radiant humanity, my friend.
He's so nice.
You are meeting with Reza tonight, yes? He will be delighted to commune with just folks.
I sure hope so. Last time I saw him, he was bluer in a winter sky.
He feels alone. I am certain you will show him his common nocturnality with other vampires. What distortion do you think plagues him most?
Okay, let's have a look at his, the notes about him. Hang on. Okay, let's read what the previous notes were. Okay, I think it's these two. October 29th, 2024. Seems like my last month in Leipzig ain't gonna be boring. I should do this in a southern accent. I started giving therapy to a couple and hoo boy, they were letting the insults fly. Turns out Bert is a big classical music fan. I wouldn't have guessed, but it seems like everyone in Leipzig loves Johann Sebastian Bach. I went downtown and saw a Bach statue near the St. Thomas Church. He didn't seem too pleased to see me. Seems someone else ain't too pleased with him either. Apparently there's a ghost haunting the town who's real mad at Bach called the Bachhasser. Something tells me there's a vampire who needs my help. I'd sure like to find him. November 5th, 2024. After having my therapy session with Momo, I needed to go out for a walk. Decided to visit Joey Bach again and met another fan who wanted to talk my ear off. Something's feeling off around here. I get that Bach was a fancy composer and whatnot, but I ain't never been too comfortable with people worshipping other people, dead or alive. Seems to me that Bach wasn't exactly the type of dad to give out a lot of hugs and forgiveness, but hey, maybe that's my daddy issues talking. When I think of it, don't we all have daddy issues? I'm not gonna put you guys on blast about that. Okay, oh yes, that's right, I gotta read what my notes were for my new client, because we had Momo. What was Reza's? His partner has difficulty with criticism, excessive defensiveness. Momo's pretty dang sure he's always right. It was Reza that we were going to be speaking to. Reza feels attacked all the time by both Momo and me. Momo is real dismissive of Reza. Both of them are mind reading like their lives depend on it. Momo attracted to Reza's looks and spirit. Reza attracted to Momo's brain. The name calling, I think Andy warned me about contempt. Okay, so Reza feels that a lot of things are quite pointed at him. Okay. Is it emotional reasoning?
I reckon he's doing a heck of a lot of emotional reasoning. That feels hurt. Even a one-eyed dog can see that.
You are certainly correct, but
Yes.
what leads to this hurt? What makes him so resentful?
Fairness fallacy?
It's fairness fallacies, ain't it? He's mad as heck that the world ain't kind to so many folk.
Exactly, Samuel.
Okay.
He is still young at 71, and the unfairness inherent in society affects him more keenly. What other distortions would you like to have in mind tonight?
Okay, labeling. Control. I think blaming as well. Mind reading, definitely. And what else? Nosferatu thinking always feels like a safe option. Definitely fairness fallacy, labeling, blaming, mind reading, and Nosferatu thinking. I think that's right.
Seems like these are a good fit, right?
I am sure all of these distortions will be present in one form or another. Trust your instincts, my friend.
I'm trying my best, but sometimes I get them wrong.
I will leave you to it.
All right, I'm ready for some therapy. Here he comes.
I hope this goes well.
Salam there, Reza.
Salam.
Can I get you anything to drink? We got blood from all sorts here.
Okay, you can't really see Reza too quickly. Let me just jump down here a little further, because Reza is very handsome, and you guys just have to see him. Okay, I think that's good. Nah. Come on. There we go.
I'm not thirsty.
Well, you want to jump right in then? I'm sure we got lots to talk about.
Is there? Momo told me how your session with him went. We all know I'm just a foolish baby.
No, you're not.
Fella, you've just started talking and already you're scorching yourself with a big old branding iron there. No one said you were a baby. And even if they did, I thank you kindly not to join them. It ain't gonna do you no good.
I'm still upset though. How would you feel if every other vampire treated you like a child?
I'd feel upset too. I think I'd have a damn good reason to feel that way. But that doesn't mean I gotta join them in bullying myself.
That's one thing that is brilliantly examined in Interview with the Vampire, especially in the TV series, is Claudia's characterization. Because, goddamn, a vampire stuck in the body of a 14-year-old girl as your mind and sensibilities mature with your age, like, that is hell on earth.
Fine. Older vampires make me feel like a baby though. All I ever wanted was freedom for my people, and because of that I got treated like a child.
No.
That's a noble goal, Reza. I think every human being on this earth wants freedom.
Hang on.
But I already hear it in your voice. You think it's cute that I want something impossible to get?
No, can you read minds?
Hell, thank you not to try to read my mind, amigo. I meant it. It's a noble goal. I spoke my mind so you wouldn't have to read it.
But because you are old, you give up on the idea of freedom, just like all elderly vampires.
Is that mind reading again?
Reza,
Yeah.
buddy, you ain't met half the old vampires out there. If you had, you'd know I'm a young buck myself in vampire terms. You're doing a little overgeneralizing there. You wouldn't like it if vampires younger than you thought of you as a boomer, right?
Dr. Sarat, I'm not a boomer.
Well, when were you born?
In 1953. Oh, but that doesn't make me a boomer. I'm a vampire.
Can make you many things.
So you can see where that overgeneralizing might not be accurate, right? You're gonna see enemies everywhere if you're assuming what others are thinking.
I just feel as though I'm the only one who wants to keep fighting. Maybe I really should sell out the way Momo did.
Oh, let's cut to the chase then. If you really think Momo's a sellout, what are you doing with him?
Exactly. Why are you sticking around?
I just keep hoping that the man I fell in love with is still there. He made the French Revolution happen. He got people, regular, common people, to stand up for themselves. He gave me hope that I could do the same thing. I just thought that Momo would understand. He's a legend. He's so smart.
Don't put people on pedestals. It's okay. So I'm trying to think of I'm trying to empathize and put myself in his shoes. Are there any historical figures that if I was in a similar situation with as Reza, literary, aspirational people, that if I was in a similar thing where I was a romantic partner of theirs, that I would, and coming into it with lofty expectations because I was an admirer of theirs? Could definitely see that happening, but I think I probably just knocked them off the pedestal in my mind fairly quickly.
Well, how did you two meet?
I met him on Sedit's atheism forum. The way he wrote, it spoke to me in a way no one else could.
I think Mary Shelley, maybe. I think I would, hardcore put Mary Shelley on a pedestal in my mind, because she's absolutely the godmother of science fiction, and I love her so fucking much. She is such a baddie. But yeah, she's probably the only one immediately coming to mind. Part of me is Lord Byron, but no, Lord Byron was a piece of shit.
He gave me perspective on what happened in my country. We didn't have an Sky Daddy to fight against, just our leader, the Shah. Momo explained to me why the revolution in my country failed where his didn't. The French understood the church was their enemy, but we let them be our comrades. The Ayatollah Khomeini told us the religious leadership would let the people govern Iran after the revolution, and we followed them like sheep. Of course, the religions lied.
Well, slow down there, cowpoke. I gotta ask you about some of this stuff.
Yeah, learning about more about interesting history here. What was the deal with the Shah?
So, I ain't too familiar with your country's history. Why were you fighting the Shah?
He was an insecure Koschesh. He and his oligarch friends just wanted to get richer and richer and richer. He would have sold us and our oil to anyone, and did. To you and to so many other countries.
Hombre, I was wandering in the woods in the 1970s. Ain't got nothing to do with me, and I got no use for bubbling crude myself.
Well, your government did, and the Shah was happy to give it to them, while throwing students like me in jail for criticizing him.
You spent some time in the Poke too, huh? Spent a good chunk of time there myself.
An Iranian jail in the 1970s was a place where you were tortured if you were a dissident. They did a lot more than poking. They didn't even let me keep my sideburns. Animals.
Bastards! How did your revolution failure?
Momo said
fail,
your
I should say.
revolution failed? How's that? Isn't the Shah gone now?
Yes, Momo explained it all to me. I studied the French Revolution in school, of course. We all did. But Momo showed me our mistake. The French Revolution was the third estate against the first and second estates. But in Iran, we let the first estate into our movement.
Ooh, yeah.
The first estate's the church folk, right? And y'all made common cause with them?
Mosque people, but yes. We couldn't make the people revolt without them. But Momo says if that's true, we weren't ready for a revolution yet. Momo is so smart. I wish I could have met him in the 1970s, but he says we would have just done a lot of cocaine together.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, shucks. I remember when they sold that stuff in soda bottles. Why do you think they call them soda junkies?
Yeah, clarification. I know what that word means, but Sam doesn't.
What are sheeple?
They are people who act like sheep, following whoever tells them what to do. Khomeini only gained power because we gave it to him. God worshippers are very good at being sheeple. Momo and I bonded over talking about how silly they all are.
You and Momo use a lot of these funny terms. Sky Daddy and sheeple and whatnot.
Everyone in the atheism said it does, because we aren't sheeple.
Oh, god damn it. Get off Reddit. God damn it.
Yep, wouldn't want to go against the green there.
If Medi can get away from the algorithm, you guys can close your Reddit accounts. God damn.
I think I get it. So, you two hit it off because you ain't fans of religion?
It was that at first, and then I found out who he actually was, and I was starstruck. He's Antoine Francois Momoro. He published the revolutionary newspaper, and he was a vampire, killed by his fellow revolutionaries like me.
You too, huh? How did that happen?
Painlessly, I hope.
It wasn't as poetic as cutting my head off. I was dancing in the disco with my comrades when they showed up. They shot me, the fools.
Oh, shit.
The bullet hole on top is the one that killed me.
Oh, god damn. I am so sorry.
I showed it to Momo during one of our video chats, and he started flirting with me.
Well, can't deny that you're in pretty good shape for a 71-year-old.
That he is.
Sometimes being a vampire is pretty good. I was saved by one of my two-day brothers who turned out to be a vampire.
What happened today?
Today, the Communist Party in Iran. They're gone now. We either left Iran or Khomeini had us killed. At least the ones who could die.
Huh, I ain't never met a communist vampire before.
Why should we not be communist? If we live forever, we should commit ourselves to achieving equality for all.
You're drawing a hard line in the sand, Reza. What about you? What about what Reza needs and wants?
It isn't right for me to get what I need and want while the people of my country suffer.
Fairness fallacy?
But Reza,
Yes.
if you're looking for fairness in whatever direction, you're fighting an impossible war of expectations. I mean, heck, look at us. We're vampires. We gotta drink blood to survive. There's nothing fair about that, but it is what it is. We gotta manage these expectations if we're ever gonna find peace. Maybe you don't need to live in luxury, but you can give yourself a few comforts. You got endless time, amigo.
You don't understand. I can't wait that long. Do you know what being what I am is criminal in Iran?
They got a law against being vampires?
Or up against being gay.
They have laws against ungodly things like being gay. They even have a law against disco. They come in and say, you can choose God or choose disco. You know what then? I choose disco.
Damn right.
They try to stop me from being what I am.
Hey, lovely Nia, how's it going? Welcome back.
You Americans don't know what it's like. You're free to be whatever you want to be.
Compadre, I'll remind you that I'm over 200 years old, and I haven't considered myself straight for 100 years. But stuff was illegal even in California until the 1970s.
It's fucked up.
I ain't denying that what your government's doing is awful, but you gotta remember your common humanity. You're not the only one suffering, and it ain't up to you to save everyone who is suffering.
You sound just like Momo. Did you know that when he was alive, he was straight?
Surprising.
Nope, didn't come up. Most of our kind are pretty flexible on this stuff after 100 years, though.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, he didn't have to suffer. He had a wife. He was allowed to publicly make her into a goddess at the Festival of Reason. Unlike me, no one judged him. It is unjust.
Fairness fallacy? I'm also going to say one of the clips that they put in the interview with the Vampire Season 3 trailer, I'm just going to call it the Vampire Lestat, in the Vampire Lestat trailer, it opens, slight spoilers for the trailer in case you haven't seen it yet, it opens with, I think it's legal proceedings between Louis and Lestat. I think it's implying that Lestat's salty over what Louis put in the book that was published. And it just feels like the two daddies are getting divorced, and it is just full petty catty energy, and I am foaming at the mouth for season 3.
You're saying you wish Momo had suffered for being straight? Oh, Reza, you gotta see that ain't healthy. Maybe you can see how if you're not careful, this striving for fairness can turn into striving for revenge. And let me tell you, revenge ain't got no ending.
I know.
It ends when everyone's dead.
The reign of terror. How they were cutting off everyone's heads until eventually they came for his. They killed him for being an atheist. It turned out the revolutionaries still wanted an sky daddy after all. But don't you see, he was so close. If Momo had kicked the god lovers out completely, the revolution would have succeeded forever. I know it.
Do you?
Reza speaks with such certainty, yet I have lived through enough history to know that no revolution is permanently successful.
Blaming then?
But don't you see, he was...
Damn it.
Reza speaks with such certainty, yet I have lived through enough history to know that no revolution is permanently successful. But don't you see, he was so close. If Momo had kicked the god lovers out completely, the revolution would have succeeded forever. I know it.
Labeling? Because he called them god lovers? No.
Reza speaks with...
Sorry, Angie.
Don't you see, he was so close.
Fairness fallacy then?
If Momo had...
Really?
Reza speaks with such certainty. But don't you see, he was so close. If Momo had kicked the god lovers out completely, the revolution would have succeeded forever. I know it.
Okay, it's Nosferatu thinking then because it is black and white. Okay.
Buddy,
There we go.
We gotta talk about some kind of middle path here. You're talking about kicking out all the aristocrats and all the religious folk. Not only does that sound impossible, but even if you succeeded, you'd find the definition of aristocrat and religious would change faster than a jackrabbit running from a pack of coyotes. The world you're wishing for probably couldn't have a human soul on it, vampire or mortal.
Yeah, there you go.
You and Momo sound exactly alike. Reza, you're being a child. Reza, you need to be more moderate. If people like me weren't fighting, the aristocrats and the clergy would begin a new dark age. Meanwhile, Momo cares about the stupidest things. So what if I leave a little blood in the wine glass? It's just blood. Who cares if I don't wash the sheets? We don't sweat anyway. I didn't deserve to be banished to the other side of the castle for a few bloody goblets. Momo is the one who turns it into an argument. I didn't do anything wrong.
Blaming?
Reza,
Yes.
if Momo cares about the wine glasses and the sheets being cleaned, that's what he cares about. You two are in a relationship, and that means you've got two sets of concerns, yours and Momo's. You're blaming him for your relationship troubles, but you are a part of them.
But there's such a stupid thing to care about. People are dying.
People have always been dying, hombre. Just look at us. I know your people are suffering, but that's a different problem from the relationship issue, so let's not mix them up.
Just don't understand how he can care about things like stuff and property. He was supposed to be egalitarian. Maybe I am no better. Look at me, I live in a castle now. Some revolutionary I am. Maybe my people are suffering because of me.
No.
People like me. People who value comfort instead of justice.
It's not that simple.
Why should I have comfort? What have I done for my people other than die?
Either Nosferatu. I think it's fairness fallacy.
To the contrary, I believe that giving up one's life is quite a sacrifice, don't you, Samuel? Why should I have comfort? What have I done for my people other than die?
Either blaming or Nosferatu thinking.
Hot damn,
There we go.
Reza, are you hearing yourself? What have you done for your people other than die?
Done amazing things.
Compadre, you gave your life for a movement. That ain't nothing. Shoot, that's the biggest sacrifice you can give.
But it achieved nothing.
How do you know that? You've only got your perspective. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but when people die for a cause, it doesn't go unnoticed. Maybe it ain't the thing that overthrows the dictatorship, but it won't ever be just one thing.
Please, my getting shot changed nothing. But Momo is a legend. He defined the language of the 99%. What did I do? I died. Big deal.
Why are you comparing yourself to Momo? Momo's Momo and Reza's Reza. You ain't never gonna be the man Momo was. Only Momo could do that. And nobody's ever gonna be the man you are, Reza.
I feel disrespected, which confirms for me that Momo doesn't respect me. And why doesn't he? Because I accomplished so much less than he did.
That feels like mind reading because you're just assuming that stuff about Momo.
Ego, you're
Yeah.
thinking with your heart there, not your head. You're feeling disrespected, but that feeling doesn't make reality. Why did Momo start dating you in the first place?
He said it was because he admired my fire. That I made him feel alive again.
That doesn't sound like disrespect to me. So why are you reading his mind?
Okay, fine. Maybe you're right. Maybe he does respect me a little bit. I think I just feel so small compared to Momo. Momo got to do so much in his life. I didn't have the chance to do much of anything. I was only 25 years old when I died. It's not right.
It isn't right, but it is what it is.
Reza, buddy, you're comparing a lot of things. You're comparing yourself to Momo. You're comparing your short life to the long lives of others. What's it doing for you, friend? I know it doesn't feel fair, believe me. I spent most of my youth being angry at my country for taking my daddy away. It wasn't fair, but then what the hell is? We only got the power to do what we can today. Ain't no universe bending to our will, no matter how passionate we are.
But if we could only do away with religion, things would be so much better. On the atheism said it, we know that there could be a new enlightenment.
Oh boy, Reza, do you know who Raziel is?
No?
Oh, never mind. Oh, let me tell you straight up, this internet thing might be influencing your opinions a little too much.
Just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot.
You want my advice? Go on a date with Momo. Don't talk about no revolution or religion, just enjoy each other's company. There's a reason you liked each other in the first place, right?
Because you're both very hot.
I guess so.
So go appreciate each other. You're in a long-term relationship, amigo. And now that you're dead, long-term can mean a real long time.
That's why it's important to shake things up and keep things fun and spicy in the bedroom. And also go to therapy. Therapy is really good, especially for couples.
Appreciating each other is crucial when a long-term relationship could mean hundreds of years.
Okay, you are right. A date sounds nice. Maybe we can go out for Persian. There is a club in Paris where they sometimes play Persian disco, and everyone puts very nice cologne on their necks.
Nice.
Well, they don't sound too tasty to me, but then to each their own. I'll see you and Momo next month then, okay?
How's your day? I've been good. It's been a very busy day for me.
Okay. Well, thank you. You're a very nice man.
I'm just folks, as I like to say. You take care of yourself, Reza. Give yourself a break.
Thank you, Mr. Waltz. Khodafez.
Oh, yeah, good office to you, too.
He tries. He tries so hard, hey.
The fire of youth burns brightly, does it not?
Almost as bright as my love for you.
Oh, no kidding. I still remember what it was like being all piss and vinegar.
I have not heard this phrase, but the combination does sound unpalatable. Still, I am grateful for young vampires like yourself. We old ones can easily become complacent without a little nudge.
You hear that, Chief?
It has been most persistent these nights. The musical mystery deepens. Are you going to play detective tonight?
Yes.
I was thinking about it. Might need to moonlight as a detective if being a therapist doesn't pay the bills.
Oh, Samuel, you live forever. You should put your money in CDs and wait.
You know what? That's really fucking sensible. That really is.
CDs? I've already got wax cylinders back home. They're probably worth something.
Yeah, the screaming's part of the subplot for the guy who hates Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's Bachfest at the moment.
We must have a talk about financial literacy sometime soon.
All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna get to my walk then.
Hey, Carmina, how's it going? Welcome back.
You done yet, sugar?
Hey. Hey, Crimson. God, she's so hot.
I'm eager for our evening to begin.
Panoptobella, hi.
Yes, dear ones. Samuel and I were just wrapping up.
Andy, are you hooking up with both these fine ladies?
Damn! Get it?
Excuse me, cowboy. These two are my dinner tonight.
Okay. I think I've just fallen even more in love with you.
Gosh, I see you're living like a true vampire already.
Are you seeing anyone, vampire?
Oh, well, no,
Now, do not pressure our beloved cowboy. When he is ready for love again, he will know. Samuel, I wish you a fine evening. I trust you will know how to make the most of your opportunities.
I probably don't need to tell you three to have a good night, but I will anyway. Good night, y'all.
I am so jealous. I am so jealous. If I'm just there holding the tray of toys and lubrication, I am fine with that.
See ya, cowboy.
Have safe sex.
All right, I'm feeling good tonight. I think I can find one of them bot kids.
Okay, let's have a look at the notes. Dang, Reza sure is mad at the world, and I can see why. Reza's holding a lot of bitterness about his death. He's mad at everyone who isn't fighting for the common cause. Seems he's a pretty devout atheist, lives on fairness fallacies, uses freedom fighting as an excuse to not clean up around the castle, compares himself to Momo regarding his contributions to revolution. I think Reza could use some individual therapy. He's right that unlife ain't fair, but he's gotta be waiting a long time for a vampire utopia. There is no profit in jealousy, Steph. Jealousy only leads to failing ventures. Exactly. Exactly. Very wise words, Sean. Like, it's fine, I think, to indulge in, like, a little bit of, like, almost aspirational envy of, like, seeing someone else's success and then working hard to, I don't know, achieve your dreams as an author or an actor or a promotion that you really want to get wherever you work. But if it, like, boils inside you to the point of, like, corroding you from the inside out, absolutely not. That's when it gets toxic.
I'll head down to the square. Tarnation, folks here can't seem to get enough of back. I don't really get it. Sounds like a bunch of doodly-doodly-doo to me.
It's nice doodly-doodly-doo, Sam, damn it.
Hey, you're talking about Johann Sebastian Bach.
I like your shirt. You're cool.
Oh, shucks. Seems I can't sneeze in the old man's direction without getting the third degree.
Rightfully so. Technically speaking, he's the greatest composer who ever lived.
Well, what about not technically?
I guess there's subjective taste, but you can't listen to his violin partita number 2 in D minor, BWV 1004 if you like, and think that he's anything less than brilliant.
I'm afraid I ain't never heard it.
Oh, but you must! He was a master of compound melody. Just think of it, perfectly weaving back and forth between different implied melodies. His use of imitation is absolutely astounding. A contrapuntal dialogue that creates a melodic stratification, but with complete control.
I'm gonna let it keep talking.
You must hear the jig from the 5th cello suite. It actually contains an imitative counterpoint, a theme with an answer.
Like, one, this voice actor recorded all these lines. Two, I like hearing about people's hyperfixations. They're, especially when it comes to classical music and history and art and architecture.
But where was I? Oh yes, BWV 1004. It's a chaconne, or a dance in triple meter, similar to a saraband. But the special thing is that it's simultaneously composed both of themes and variations.
No, I don't want to really make her
It's all
stop.
constructed over an ostinato bass, which functions as a chord progression.
I don't care that she's gonna go on forever.
But then, He layers another progression on top with a 4-note descending scale figure, then changes both progressions at will. He's just so cool.
Hey, we got an achievement for it. Show deep interest in musical theory. I don't care that she talked forever and ever about Johann Sebastian Bach. It was fascinating.
And I thought German was hard to understand. Sorry, I haven't gotten your name. I'm Sam.
How do you do, Sam? I'm Johanna.
How do you do? I ain't heard people say that in scores of years.
Why ever not, I wonder? It's a perfectly decent way to introduce oneself.
She's nice.
I ain't heard anyone say why ever or oneself in a long time either.
Sam, do you like her?
Could this be one of my kin? Well, maybe I can suss her out.
I don't think she's a vampire. An outdated reference.
Sure is some fine music they're playing tonight. Reminds me of a poem from back home. You hidden orchestras, you serenades of phantoms with illustrations alert. Blending with nature's rhythms, all the tongues of nations.
That's Walt Whitman. Oh, to finally meet someone with an appreciation of old things.
Although she might actually be a vampire.
I am that if I'm anything. Dang, that settles it.
She's not a vampire,
She's got a
she's...
smile sweeter than honey fresh from the comb.
No! Oh no, you like her. Oh no, this is too cute.
Reminds me of a lady I had a crush on back when I was alive. Sweet Essie May. I never had the guts to ask her out.
Sam, are you well?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fit as a fiddle.
Perhaps a fiddle that needs a tuning?
Don't we all? Dang, I'm witty too. Wonder if she's from my time. Say, I've got a question for you.
Oh, what is it?
Be sweet about it. She seems very sweet.
I was thinking,
Yes?
Dad, I forgot how to do this. You know a lot about Bach. What do you know about where his kids ended up?
God damn it, Sam!
What a bizarre question. I'm afraid I don't know. I suppose I would check the local graveyard.
Oh, right. Yeah, thanks.
I hope we get to see her again.
You're interested in Bach's children, but not Bach himself?
Well, yeah, I got my reasons.
You're a strange man, Sam. But you must get properly introduced to Johann Sebastian Bach. I'm going to perform his sonata in B minor soon at the Marktplatz. Would you like to join me?
Yes. Join her.
That sounds mighty fine, Joanna. Mighty fine indeed.
She's inviting you to see her play.
The night awaits then. Come on, cowboy friends.
Oh. Please. I hope that went well.
Once again, the master therapist enters his domain. How are you this evening, Samuel?
He's doing great.
Fit as a fiddle and ready to get back to therapizing. I've got both them boys coming back in.
Oh boy.
Yes, I am curious to see how you handle Momo and Reza. Now that you've gotten to know them, what do you think is their biggest challenge?
Well, let me think.
The boys need Jesus. Thanks for the stretch check. I think they don't. I think they almost respect each other a lot. But in a way, like, they put each other on pedestals, but they don't see each other as people, maybe? Although, this seems maybe more direct. Reza doesn't do enough around the castle, and that seems to be one of the main kicking points.
Sounds like Reza's too busy with his revolution and leaves messes around the castle. Cleaning up ain't too hard.
Domestic duties are certainly important. Crimson is always pleased that I never leave the toilet seat up, but of course, I do not use a toilet. These issues may seem small, but often they are symptoms of a greater relationship strain. After all, Momo once did not mind Reza's cleanliness issues, correct?
They don't respect each other.
They don't respect each other. Momo thinks Reza's wasting his own life, and Reza thinks the same thing about Momo.
They need to bone. They probably already do bone, and quite aggressively if they've got a lot of tension between them, to be fair.
Yes, I fear this is the root of their problem as well. A relationship without respect cannot be healthy.
Where does the blood go then? Okay, so we're gonna get into the logistics of do vampires like urinate and stuff. I think it depends on what we're really gonna get into this. I think it depends on what universe of vampires you're talking about. In a lot of universes, depending of course on different subspecies of vampire, a lot of them don't, or at least they're not depicted as such, because it's not really a point in the narrative where it's like important vital information. Although in the teaser that we saw of Interview with the Vampire, we do see Lestat at a urinal, and it is indeed blood. So there's that. Although in the canonical text, I believe, of the Vampire Chronicles, Anne Rice's vampires don't urinate or defecate, which is absolutely fine. I imagine it's something like the blood is just consumed, but there's no waste produced, if that makes sense. Like, it is absorbed into the body in its entirety. Like, you produce waste as a form of detoxification for your kidneys and everything like that, and anything that is not then converted into energy that is used by the body is then excreted as waste. So if a vampire purely surviving off of blood literally absorbs every drop that they've drunk and that fuels them, it makes narrative sense logically that then they would have no need for other bodily functions like that. At least that's my 2 cents from watching many vampire movies.
Shoot, I reckon that too. It's hard staying optimistic for them.
Do not abandon hope for them, my friend. Perhaps this respect still exists, but it is buried beneath recent hurts. I trust you will do the best you can. But hark, the time of the appointment nears. Choose your distortions.
Mind reading, labeling, they also do a lot of that. Always right. I'm going to pick their personal ones as well. Always right and fairness fallacy. And what else? Overgeneralization? A Nosferatu thinking is a good staple to have, actually. Let's go with that.
Locked and loaded.
Very good, Samuel. With your gun of truth, may you blow cognitive distortions into a fine red mist.
You're making fun of me.
You practically begged me to, my friend. I will leave you to your clients.
All right, let's see if I can't help these 2 boys.
Help them, please.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Bonsoir.
Salam.
Salam to you as well, Reza.
Well, bonsoir and salam to you, gents. It's good to see you both together again. I've gotten the chance to talk to you both on your own, and I've got a better sense of where you're coming from. It's clear that you 2 have a lot in common. That probably helped you bond in the first place. Now, let's see if we can find it again. What do you think?
I find this most agreeable. I am eager to have an happy castle again.
Okay, I will try it.
Good. Let's start with some positives so we can remember why we're here. Momo, why don't you tell Reza something you appreciate about him?
Very well. Reza, I love your eyes and your ass. If anything could convince me of God's existence, it might be that ass.
That is one of the best compliments I've ever fucking heard. God damn!
That ain't exactly the kind of appreciation I was looking for. What about Reza as a person do you appreciate?
I mean, that too, but sorry, that's me.
Yes, well, Reza, you are such a passionate damn soul. You are all fire inside.
You have a certain je ne sais quoi.
Meaning you think I am all passion and no thought?
Oh, there, Reza. When did Momo say that, huh?
That's what he meant. He thinks I'm impetuous.
I thought dead people didn't get earwax, but maybe I ought to check, because I didn't hear him say that at all.
I wish someone would say that about me, wistful. I mean, to be fair, maybe people have thought it, but they've been too scared to say it. There's that. Have you ever considered that?
You want to try responding to what Momo actually said? Because that's all he's giving you to work with right now, hombre.
Like, respectfully, if you're ever insecure about the way that you look or you feel like you don't get compliments, if you go out and about your day and you try your best to make a positive impact on the people around you and just generally be nice to other people, a lot of people will take that, like, be impacted by that in some small way and will think about you positively, even if they don't verbally express it. So, your ass might be the peak of someone's day. They might admire, respectfully, the amazingness of your ass, but just be too scared to say anything.
Momo just said he appreciates your fiery spirit. What do you say to that?
Yes, sorry. Momo, thank you. I appreciate your words.
Well, that's much better. Now, why don't you tell Momo something you appreciate about him?
Momo, you are so smart. You have taught me so much about life and death. I don't know why you would be interested in me.
Okay, don't have any things to say to that.
Merci, mon poussin. I am glad you appreciate my intelligence. I hope you understand that when I advise you, it is not to control you. I am simply right through ages of experience.
But you're not always right!
Momo, buddy, you said you know about cognitive distortions, right? So you must know you're being always right now.
For me, I've always preferred someone to compliment me for my humanity and the good things I do for others. From my point of view, that's the greatest thing anyone can say to me personally. Absolutely. Absolutely. I could definitely see that. I think... What would it be for me? Well, I do love being praised. Flattery will get you many places with me. Of course, I like... because I was very insecure when I was growing up, and now when I hit my very late 20s and I'm much more flourishing into my 30s, I feel much more self-assured and confident in myself. I take care of myself a lot better. I take a lot more pride in my appearance, but I still very much appreciate flattering, polite compliments about my appearance, and also compliments or words of affirmation and praise about that my actions have made a person feel seen and appreciated and valued in like a positive way. Like, oh, you really listen to me when I talk to you. Like, I really feel heard and seen by you. That is something I really, really strive to make my close friends feel. Like, when we're having an important conversation, I am like fully locked into what they're saying, because sometimes I struggle with short-term memory a little bit. But if someone's like talking to me about something important to them, I would do my utmost to make them feel seen and loved and appreciated. And so when people tell me that I make them feel seen and loved, it makes me feel good.
You might have a lot of experience, but even though you're a 200-some-year-old vampire, you're still human. There's a heck of a lot you don't know. And even if you did know everything, not all that advice would be right for Reza.
Am I being lectured by a cowboy who is younger than I am?
You are paying for this therapy. Now suck it
You
up.
sure are. And if you're the man of reason you say you are, you'll hear me out. I ain't all-knowing, but you ain't either.
Oh, very well, of course. I have learned much, but there is much to learn yet.
You see how he tries to act like my baba? Maybe I don't want to be told what to do all the time.
Do you hear what Reza's saying there, Momo?
I'm not telling him what to do. It's up to him whether he'd like to listen to me or not. I'm not forcing him to do anything. The only thing I am telling him to do is to clean up after himself a little if we are going to live together. Do you know he leaves blood-soaked clothes on the floor? Blood glasses left in his coffin? It coagulates overnight. Absolutely disgusting. He's leaving bloody messes because he knows it will irritate me.
Mind reading.
Hombre, do you really think that Reza is leaving messes just to irritate you?
Well, he is trying to make a statement that I am too fastidious.
So what you're saying is Reza carefully puts his bloody stuff everywhere so you can find it. It's all a plot just to drive you up the wall.
It's not.
When he leaves a bloody shirt on the floor, he's thinking, gee, I bet if I leave this out long enough, it'll attract flies. That'll really get to Momo.
You are making fun of me.
I'm exaggerating a little so you can question the way you're thinking. Reza might care less than you do, but that ain't the same as targeting you.
I always clean up eventually. I don't know why a few bloody shirts has to be more important than, I don't know, the ancient war on the lower classes.
Ugh, there he goes again. Anytime he doesn't want to do anything, it's the Great Class War. The Great Class War cannot end, so what a splendid excuse to never clean up. This is why I told him to move to the opposite end of the castle.
Okay, you two, let's turn down the heat a little. Don't want to start decomposing here. Momo, why don't you try telling Reza why it bothers you when he leaves his bloody things around?
Let's get this conversation going.
Very well. Reza, when you leave your bloody messes everywhere, it makes me feel you don't respect me. You know I care for aesthetics.
Reza, you want to reflect that back to Momo?
You're saying that I don't respect your love for aesthetics by leaving very small messes.
That wasn't exactly what he said, but let's accept that. The reason I asked you to repeat back what he said is so you keep in mind what you know, not what you think you know. Now, hearing what Momo has to say, do you think you could make an adjustment to consider how he feels?
So now I have to be cleaning all the time. What about my needs?
Fairness fallacy?
A little cleaning does not make one solely a cleaner, just as a little mortal killing does not make us solely killers. So now I have to be cleaning all the time. What about my needs?
Nosferatu thinking?
Reza,
There we go.
amigo, there's space between being a full-time janitor and being careless. You're posing extremes nobody asked you to go to.
He would be a lot happier if I spent all my time cleaning.
Momo, is that true?
Yes, I entered a relationship with a vampire because I wanted to make him clean up around the castle. A natural choice.
That's what humans are for.
Momo here told you he doesn't feel respected when you don't clean up after yourself. It's up to you to decide how you're gonna respond to that.
I understand that it bothers him, but what I don't understand is why he cares.
Mon cœur, you were the one who said our blood bags should not have to clean up anymore. You said we were oppressing them.
Not to take sides here, but I can understand Momo's need for clean space. When living in a mess all the time, not that I'm saying it's all the time, it can cause some mental degradation over time. Absolutely. I generally keep a very relatively tidy apartment. Sometimes things get a little icky and then I notice it kind of feeds into not me taking best care of myself. So I try and keep my my apartment generally quite clean. If I could afford a full-time cleaner to come in once every couple of weeks to clean it for me, then that would be even better.
We were oppressing them. We were in a position of power over them and used that power to make them do things for us. That is the definition of oppression.
And now we must clean up after ourselves. I do not see why this is so difficult to understand.
Of course, I never understand anything. I'm just a bache who poops and pees and cries.
It's labeling.
Reza, compadre, nobody is giving you that label but you, over and over again. When did Momo say you were a bache? When did Momo say you don't understand anything?
He didn't. He just treats me like it because I haven't lived for 400,000 years like you old vampires. You know he is so old-fashioned he doesn't even like gugush?
What's gugoosh?
Is that a food?
She is like the Persian beaches.
Ah, okay.
You have no idea what you are talking about.
You have such a short fuse, mon sang de feu. Why are you so angry?
You are the reason I am angry. Anger is a reaction to injustice, and my anger tells me that you are looking down on me.
Okay, Reza, respectfully, chill.
Reza, buddy, you're letting your emotions create a reality that ain't there. We're here in this room because we want things to get better, ain't that so? If Momo just wanted someone to feel superior to, there's plenty of mortals out there who would love to be taken in by a vampire.
Well, maybe he would be happier with a teenage mortal girl.
I mean, not a teenager, but I'm willing to learn the ropes.
Dang, Rizza's pretty steamed. I ain't sure this session is going to a good place.
Excuse me.
What can I do?
Tame the wild stallion within Reza.
Reza, nobody's here to hurt you. You're a good vampire. Ain't nobody doubting that. And it's okay to be angry.
Of course it is. I'm just trying to do something good in this world.
We know you are. You're all right. You fight hard. That's a good thing. But we're here because we care about you.
I'm so angry all the time.
And you're allowed to be angry. Like, if I just... You're allowed to be fucking angry.
I'm that way too. But you're among friends. So go ahead, be angry.
I'm just so tired. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of feeling like a useless piece of shit.
Oh.
My sweet, you are not a piece of shit. I love you.
Oh.
Oh, let's just take a minute.
My eyes hurt.
I know, amigo. Crying ain't fun for us vampires. But sometimes we gotta let it out.
You must think I'm not a man at all, savours.
No. Reza, you're really good. You're just so full of rage. Justifiable rage.
Reza, don't go reading my mind. I don't think that at all. A real man ain't scared to feel his feelings. That's all you're doing here.
He speaks the truth, mon cœur. I told you so often that I love your passion.
I guess so.
I know so. You are a man, and you are a splendid man.
Do you think we can keep talking, Reza? Would you like to stop for tonight?
No, it's all right. We can talk. It's such a fuck up. I try to help my people, but I can't do anything. I can't be a good revolutionary and I can't be a good partner.
You're not a fuck up. You're just really fucking tired.
Poor Reza sounds devastated, but this devastation blinds him to the good he does do.
Okay, Nosferatu thinking, I
Such
think.
a fuck up. I try to help my people, but I can't do anything. I can't be a good revolutionary and I can't be a good partner.
Reza, let's be real for a sec. What are you supposed to do as a revolutionary? You can't control a revolution. You both are living proof of that. Well, not exactly living, but you know what I mean.
Look what they did to me.
I know, they did the same thing to me.
People are gonna do what they're gonna do. You can lead a horse to water, but there's no way you can make him drink. But you got that horse in front of that water, and that counts for something. Compadre, I'm asking you for a little self-compassion. You done a lot for your cause. Hell, you died for it. You gotta realize that you're good enough.
You are.
But it's not fair. I gave my life for a cause and I get nothing for it. But these religious zealots give nothing and win the country.
I know, it ain't fair. But we gotta accept that wanting fairness ain't gonna make it happen. That might seem dark, but it's a truth we gotta roll with. You're gonna resent the whole world if you're keeping some kind of cosmic score.
I know, I do. That's why I don't believe in God. Why would I?
Yet you still hope the invisible hand of fairness is gonna make things right. The truth is that life is complicated. There's good and bad all mixed up in a big old pot of humanity, and we'll take the goodness where we can get it. You've been doing your part for your people, Reza. You deserve to care about yourself, and you deserve to care about this relationship.
I guess so. But it is so hard when everything that's wrong with the relationship is my fault.
It's not.
Thing is, relationship problems are almost never one person's fault. Momo, I think you've got some work to do too.
Moi, mon ami, I am 250 years old. I have sorted out my issues. I have accepted the world as it is and now live peaceably within it.
Have you though?
Well, thing is, the world's always changing and we gotta evolve with it, especially when we're sharing our lives with someone else.
I have to say, for such an old vampire, you think very much like a mortal. Humanity struggles because they cannot reason. They cannot find their own purpose. Even when they reject the gods, they create new ones.
Nosferatu thinking?
Where are you getting
Yeah,
this,
there we go.
Momo? I know you've been dead for a long time, but you can't know how all mortals think. They find purpose all the time. Sometimes it's through the gods and sometimes it ain't. But when you overgeneralize like that, you ain't just judging mortals, you're judging our own humanity. And I think that's what Rez is feeling when you make light of his passions.
That is not my intention. I wish to set him free, that's all. To think with his head, then with his heart.
But you can't do that, amigo. That's Rez's choice. Compadre, let me shoot straight with you. You had this whole cult of reason thing you said, right? Ain't that just turning reason into a religion?
Quoi? No, I'm mocking religion.
Sure.
And you've ridden on a pretty high horse with that mockery. Some people might even say that you're making absence of faith into a faith. Any chance that superiority gets in the way of setting people free?
I merely wish to help humanity stand up for itself. They should know better than to follow religious leaders.
But there's a
Maybe you'd win
choice.
more hearts and minds if you just lived your truth.
Exactly.
And maybe you wouldn't make Reza here feel so bad for having his own faith that he can do something good in the world.
Well played, American. You are wiser than you look.
He is. He's a very handsome cowboy.
Ain't the first time I've heard that.
Very well. Reza, I apologize. I have been dismissive of you, even of the things I admire about you. And I am sorry for it.
Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Thank you. I just want you to notice the good things about me, not just my messes.
I do sang sucré.
Now I think we're finally getting to a good place. Maybe we can make some compromises here, huh? Momo, maybe you can let Reza work on his passions.
Sang sucré. Is that sugar blood as a pet name in French? Because is sanguine? Sanguine is... I can't remember if sanguine is Latin for blood or like a French term for blood. Because sang sucré. That would be so cute if that was sugar blood.
And Reza, maybe you can agree to clean up some more around the castle. Or you can start paying your familiars to do it.
I guess our relationship is doomed if I don't clean up.
No, it's not.
Mono, I know you're a man of extremes, but maybe this is something we can work on. Maybe we can get you to see less doom everywhere. If everything's a matter of unlife and undeath, the stakes are gonna hit you right in the heart. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I guess so.
I know it's tough to be on edge all the time. I needed a 90-year walk to cool down. Hopefully you ain't gonna need that.
We will work on things together, my sweet. I will be patient with you if you are patient with me.
It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's okay because Steph is streaming. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Zach Boy, and thank you so kindly
I can do that.
for the
I
kind
still want to be
words.
with you.
I'm glad to hear it. You two have got all the time in the world to work stuff out. We're gonna see some messy times, but we gotta go with the flow and give each other and ourselves a little grace.
Easier said than done, I know, but it's important.
Think we can do that?
I will try.
I will as well. I don't need Reza continuing to think I am an ancient know-it-all of a man.
I admit, I think Momo is a know-it-all, but you only know that because I have told you so.
I will as well. I don't need Reza continuing to think I am an ancient know-it-all of a man.
But you kind of are. Damn
I
it.
admit, I think Momo is a know-it-all.
Okay, no, it is mind
I will
reading,
as
damn
well.
it.
I don't need.
And we're not
There we go.
gonna read each other's minds, or we're gonna try not to, right? Whatever Reza thinks of you, he's gonna tell you and not stew on it. Ain't that so, partner?
Yes, you are an ancient know-it-all man, Momo.
I know I can be quite a pompous bourgeois bastard. No wonder they cut my head off.
Well, let's go easy on the labels, too. So, how are we feeling now?
You're not at each other's throats, so I think that's
I
good.
think we're gonna be okay.
Yes, I think so too.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's check in next month. We'll try out some of these new listening and compassion skills we're learning and see how it goes.
You're a good man.
I'm good and bad, just like any other human. All right, you two, fly home safe.
Au revoir, cowboy copain.
My
Oh.
goodness, that was intense, wasn't it?
It was intense, but we had a really good breakthrough with Reza. I think that went really well.
Sure as hell was. I feel like I've gotten stuck in a tanning bed. How do you think they're doing, boss?
We can never know, can we? All I know is that you did excellent work, my dear. You are quite the teacher of compassion. Our kind have much to learn from you.
Sure as heck wish there weren't so many who needed my help, but that's being human, I guess. In fact, I know there's someone out there in Leipzig who's crying out for help, and I'm gonna find him.
You know you don't have to, my friend. There are many in the club who would love to feel your fangs in their neck.
Especially a particular priest with corpse paint that's living in my head rent free.
But they don't need me as much as this person does.
Very well, Samuel. Please do not burn yourself out, though. You are very sensitive to flame.
I know. I think some air will do me good anyway.
Oh, thanks for
Then
the
I
hydrate
wish you
check.
luck, my friend. Do enjoy the night air, and I will see you anon.
All right, Andy, you have a good night.
You too, my friend. Rest in peace.
I do love the sign off rest in peace for vampires bidding each other goodnight. It works so well.
That was a good night. I think them boys will be getting along a little better.
Alrighty, let's have a little look at my notes. I think these two might actually be okay. Momo understands that his constant mockery ain't helping anyone. Reza really let out the hurt, and I think that was useful for Momo to see. Reza agreed to be more considerate of Momo's needs for cleanliness. Reza felt more comfortable calling out Momo. Momo still kind of objectifies Reza. It ain't exactly the romance to end all romances, but I think these two are at least hearing each other. I hope they can keep it up.
Now I'm getting close to solving this back mystery. I can feel it. I think tonight's the night I check out the graveyard. Oh, hey, Bert.
Hey!
What about the local graveyards? Oh, yeah? Can you give me some directions? Uh-huh.
I should have pen and paper for this.
And then? Actually, can you repeat all that? Oh, that way? Well, thanks, Bert. You have yourself a fine night.
Oh,
Have fun, boy.
thanks, Bert.
Oof, dang. This place is a lot
Yes.
spookier than the graveyards back home.
I will say there's nothing like beautiful European graveyard. They're gorgeous.
Wouldn't want to be stuck in them tombs. Wonder how often vampires get locked away here. If there's a vampire hiding out here, I'll find him. Looks like someone's been here, that's for certain.
Hang on. I do want to find this person. And we might also be getting to the end of this DLC. Let's maybe try and sneak up on them.
I've done my fair share of ambushes. I can wait this sucker out as long as I need to. Oh, wish I had one of them fancy rectangles right about now. I've been
A
playing
phone?
Capillary Crush or something. I guess my attention span's not what it used to be either. Oh, dang it. Maybe there ain't no one here right now. Guess it was too much to hope that this backhasser would drop in my lap. Oh, well, guess I'll head back.
They're gonna come out and slap you in the face, aren't they? Oh no. Hi, Wilhelm.
Holy shit, who the heck are you?
English. Raus hier, English. Lass mich in Ruhe.
Look, hombre, I ain't here to hurt you.
That is one of the most, like, Nosferatu-looking vampires we've seen yet, outside of Bert.
Ich verstehe Ihre schmutzige Sprache nicht. Raus mit euch.
You're a Bach, ain't you? I'm here to help.
Bach. Ich? Wilhelm Friedemann Bach ist nicht ein Bach. Nein, es gibt nur einen Bach.
So I don't speak German, but I do know a little bit of French, so I'm trying to... And some words are familiar, I recognize, so I'm trying my best to pick out the ones I know.
Keine Söhne, keine Töchter. Wir sind alle tot. Tot, hörst du?
I don't know what the heck he's saying, but I know there are some distortions in there. I'll try some of my old favorites.
Verstehst du denn nicht? Ich bin ein Nichts. Es gibt nur einen Bach und der ist tot.
I did have Google Translation. What the fuck do I choose?
I heard something about all in there, but all is a pretty broad word, amigo, and it's seldom true.
Was? Sie wissen nichts. Nichts. Alle Bach sind tot. Bis auf einen.
Yeah, dang it. Well, shucks, I guess that's what I get for giving therapy to someone who didn't ask for it. I don't think these distortions are gonna do the job. Only one thing I can do can help.
Lass mich Englisch.
Okay.
Friedhof. Lass mich in Frieden leiden.
Okay. Simple thing turns on Marcos. Okay, compassion. Compassion is a universal language.
There, you're scared, I know. It's normal to be scared. You're right to be scared. There's a lot to be afraid of, friend. But not me. I would never think of hurting you.
Was? Was machst du denn? Ich.
You don't gotta be alone, amigo. I got you.
Nicht allein?
Phil, I don't know your language, but I know a man who does. You wanna come with? We can get you some help.
Komm mit.
That's right, Phila. We can help you commit.
Komm mit. Jawohl.
Come on, compadre. Let's get you some help.
Oh,
And maybe a bath.
that would help. That would probably help a lot.
Well, another case closed for Sam Walls.
Oh, look at my beautiful coffin with all my trinkets and all my sketches.
And he looks shook out of his saddle to see another old vampire living in Leipzig. I think Bach Jr.'s in good hands, though.
Oh.
After a night of confronting ghouls in a graveyard, though, I just want to watch cartoons. Oh, death ain't so spooky.
Oh, I love this silly symphony. I'll watch a little bit of it because I don't want to get, like, accidentally copyright struck because I think this is public domain now, but just in case. Sorry, you guys can't really zoom in, I think. I do love the old silly symphonies. They're so good, especially the spooky ones. Stephanie, your streams are the best part of the day. Why, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, I kind of want to leave it as that. I don't want... Because I'm not sure how long this particular silly symphony is. I think it's like 5 minutes long, but I want to keep things moving a little bit. So... I'm going to call it here.
Well,
Then, of course, if you
thanks.
picked up this
My
game for yourself, you
females
can watch
after
the full
that.
thing.
Oh, well, bedtime for Sam.
Get some sleep. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Good evening, my dear friend. I am looking forward to watching you work tonight.
Do we still have one-on-one therapy with them, or do we just have like one more wrap-up session? I found the Bachhauser. I tracked him down to the big old cemetery where all the goth types here like to have their annual hoedowns. Turns out the Bachhauser is Wilhelm Friedman Bach, Johan's son. I guess I was sure right on the money about the daddy issues. That fellow looked worse for the wear. Smelled like Princess the one time she got into my baked beans. And Andy's got him taken care of for now. Got him a nice bath, new clothes, and now he's actually a pretty fine-looking gentleman. Reckon the goths here will be all over him once he gets his head on straight. I really do like helping folk. I can't imagine the stuff my gang would say about me now. Oh.
I'm glad I can provide a little entertainment for a 3,000-year-old. It might not be that amusing to watch, though. Momo and Reza seem to be a little bit more accepting of each other's differences.
I believe it is so, but our relationship is always work. If we are properly living, or unliving, our humanity only becomes more complex with age.
I gotta confess, I'm a little out of my element in that department. I haven't had a real relationship since I died.
Oh.
I pity for the vampire dating world that you are not part of it. It is bad out there, Samuel.
It is.
Voice of experience, huh?
Uh-huh.
At my age, I am the voice of experience by default. I only hope to learn from those experiences. In truth, I prefer to date mortals. Vampires tend to live in the past, but mortals have no option but to live in the present.
I'm kind of tired of Gothic horror being too Eurocentric and not encompassing. I want stuff like hurricane horror or flood horror. Scary monsters, cool and all, but government incompetence is the scarier of the two. Let me introduce you to a fun little series called True Blood. I mean that in absolute sincerity. There is a fantastic video essay called by Biz Berkeley, I believe, who looks into True Blood from the perspective of the context in which the TV show was made with Hurricane Katrina and everything like that, and it's full of like Southern Gothic atmosphere. But absolutely, you can examine different types of horror when it comes to elements of the Gothic, especially like American Gothic, and the way like the way that incompetence of government officials plays into certain establishments in American Gothic and stuff like that.
Maybe I can ask you a few questions about it.
You know what? Let's ask all of these.
I've been meaning to ask. You're a heck of a lot older than Crimson. Ain't that a little weird?
Admittedly, yes. Crimson gets few of my references. She was not present for the end of antiquity, the classical world, the Dark Ages, feudalism, or imperialism.
Doesn't that create some problems? She's got a lot less experience than you do.
I cannot disrespect her for this. Her experience is unique to her, and that is what I try to appreciate. But I admit we are often frustrated with one another. She finds my resistance to technology difficult, but I was around for several industrial revolutions, so I do not see how she can be so cavalier about the dangers of technology. She is impatient about the slow advancement of human rights, like Reza, but I value her fiery spirit. Even you, my friend, have juvenile impatience at your tender vampire age, but this is what makes both you and Crimson attractive.
Hot.
You sure it just ain't the allure of young flesh?
Well, we are not supposed to say that part out loud. I suppose I seek to hold on to my youth and openness to the passage of time, just as Momo does.
Sex.
So everyone knows we vampires are horny bastards.
Confirmed.
How does that change in a vampire relationship?
We get kinkier and more experimental. Our disgust at the unconventional lessens with familiarity. A relationship can be a safe space for a vampire to explore.
Oh, shucks, I don't think there's much wrong with conventional sex.
To each their own,
Are
absolutely.
you sure you must return to the United States, my friend? There is much to explore here.
I only, my mind boggles at what else is on offer at this club.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Monogamy.
Seems like our kind don't go in for monogamy much. Why is that?
Vampires are complex. We experience either a deep understanding or a deep rejection of our own humanity. It is highly unlikely that one person can fulfill all our needs. Crimson's younger partners provide her with something different from what an ancient vampire offers, and I feel no jealousy when she engages with them. And Crimson cannot fulfill certain desires of mine, not because of unwillingness, but because of simple biology and age.
Fair.
I will spare you the details.
Well, thanks for that.
I think we're good for now.
Well, I think the best way for me to learn about vampire relationships is probably to be in one.
Are you looking for love, my friend?
Maybe.
Well, not looking exactly. But if a John Muir type lands in my lap, I ain't gonna turn him away.
Oh, Samuel, it has been more than 100 years since John Muir died.
One can still hope.
Yeah, I know. I gotta move on. Like I said, I won't turn down an opportunity if it comes up.
I hope not, my friend. But hark, I believe I hear our couple approaching. Choose your distortions well.
Yeah, I think this might be our last session. Oh no! Always right in fairness fallacy is their main things. Labeling and Nosferatu thinking. I think that's what I chose before.
Got my tools ready. Time for some therapy.
Very good, Samuel. May your compassion and patience lead your clients to more contented nights.
Thanks, Andy. Evening, gentlemen. How we doing tonight?
Salon, Mr. Waltz. I think I am feeling good tonight.
I'm glad to hear that, Reza. You all right there, Momo?
What's on your mind, Momo?
No, I am not all right. And I believe I have you to blame for it.
Oh no, did you get a slice of humble pie force-fed to you? How terrible.
Me? Well, what did I do?
You put all sorts of funny ideas into dear Reza's head. And now he has lost his mind thanks to you.
Oh no.
Reza's journey is his alone. You merely eased it.
You put all sorts of funny ideas into dear Reza's head. And now he has lost his mind thanks to you.
Nosferatu thinking?
What I've been doing here is reflecting the things you two have been saying. You can lay blame on me, but that's ignoring what brought y'all here in the first place.
Let us review the order of events. Reza was a rational vampire. We came to therapy, now he is not. Who else am I supposed to blame?
Amigo, you came here for reasons I had nothing to do with. Well, maybe we better lay our cards on the table. What's been going on? Why do you think Reza's lost his mind?
Well, go ahead, Reza. Take your shirt off and show the man what you have done to yourself.
Oh no.
Well, all right.
Hey, that's a
Damn!
tattoo, friend. I ain't never been inked myself. I'm a little afraid of needles. What's it mean?
Oh, that's gorgeous. It's two koi fish, I believe. Is that yin and yang? You guys can't really see it, but there's a darker fish down here, and then there's the lighter fish here. Oh, that's so
They are
cool.
koi fish. They go with the flow, but they don't stop being what they are.
Hey, I like that. That's a great perspective. You want to accept the world for what it is without compromising yourself.
Oh.
Yes, that is why I incorporated my bullet holes. I died for my cause because I care about it, and I always will.
It looks so good.
I can still be myself and make an impact on the world without expecting to completely change it.
Well, dang, Reza. That's a beautiful way of looking at things.
Is it? You should hear the mouth that comes from his beautiful mouth now. The world belongs to those who let go.
Momo.
He whose desires are few gets them. He whose desires are many goes astray. My dear Reza has fallen from reason and breathed the opiate of the masses, religion, into his dead lungs.
Oh no. Okay, I can see where this is going.
Why are you so angry? I finally listened to you, to both of you. I am learning to accept what I cannot change.
I am upset because I thought I was dating a freethinker like myself, not one who quotes from ancient books.
Well, what's he talking about, Reza? You find some kind of religion?
Well, yes. I think I have been looking for answers for a long time, and I started to find them in the Tao Te Ching.
Oh, interesting.
I thought you were an intelligent man, but here you are believing in yet another sky daddy that will only hurt you.
Mind reading.
Reza is no different a man than he was when last you saw him, but Momo cannot see past his newfound faith.
I thought you were an intelligent man, but here you are believing in yet another sky daddy that will only hurt you.
Is that... That's for thinking.
Buddy
There we go.
Reza here is looking more content, and he says he's feeling more content. Is finding some kind of faith only bad for him?
Yes, there is contentment in reason alone because only reason is true.
Maybe that works for you, but it ain't gonna work for everyone. If belief gives Reza peace, why wouldn't you want that?
Ugh, that is the way a peasant thinks. Religion is used to keep your kind from rebelling against their lords.
Well, maybe it was sometimes, but it don't sound like religion was forced on Reza. What do you say, Reza?
I'm not even religious. I'm just trying to find my peace with the world and understand my place in it. Why is that bad?
There's nothing bad about it at all.
You were right, Momo. I was getting so angry about things I couldn't change. But I am still here. I'm still me. I still believe in the fight for freedom, but I need to accept my place in that fight.
You're not wrong about that, darling. But I cannot believe that you would turn your back on reason to do it.
Reason told me that the universe is wrong and broken. The Tao tells me that the universe simply is.
Ugh, do you hear him? He sounds like a monk. He has given up on being a part of the world and now lives outside it.
I have done no such thing. I am just trying to make peace with my place in the world.
Which is something that is very important to do.
And the way to do that is to become a sheeple?
No.
Amigo, you slapped him with a label there. Is it fair to reduce Reza to a sheeple?
Absolutely not. Get off Reddit!
Does a sheeple even work? Sheeple should be more than one sheep person.
Okay, he is one of the sheeple. He has lost independent thought.
That's your take. But Reza doesn't sound like any zealot to me. And remember, you can't know his mind.
I understand now, I think. You don't respect people who don't think the way you do.
I don't respect people who spurn reason as the one true God.
Don't you understand? You are just as dogmatic as the ones who took over my country. You started the cult of reason for the sole purpose of mocking your fellow humans. I'm not surprised they cut off your head.
Oh, you like that I was beheaded, do you? Yes, they cut off my head because reason is the most terrifying thing in the world to the chained mind. And I would go through it again. In fact, I invite them to cut off my head again and again.
Why? What does it get you? Fine, you are smarter than everyone else. Now what? What does it make better? You think I am a fool. You disrespect me. You think I'm no different from a mullah or an inquisitor.
Labeling. Is
There's
it?
some truth to what Reza speaks, but there are great exaggerations here.
Mind reading, sorry.
You think I am a fool. You disrespect me. You think I'm no different from a mullah or an inquisitor.
Well,
There we
I'll
go.
Stop you there, Reza. I know you're feeling judged, but you're mind reading here and going to extremes.
No, I'm afraid he isn't. It's true. I don't respect him, not anymore.
Ooh.
You serious? Reza finding a little piece has made you really see him differently?
It would be ridiculous for me to see him otherwise. I am a man of reason.
Reza, you deserve better. Reza, respectfully dump their ass and, like, find your own peace.
Then I feel sorry for you, Momo. You're an intelligent man. You have a deep understanding of the world, and that made you so attractive to me. But maybe you aren't curious about understanding other people.
Are they gonna break up?
I think we both know this relationship has been over for a while.
Damn, okay!
I would have been content if you had simply adapted to the cold embrace of reason as I have. We could have enjoyed intellectual pursuits together for eternity.
I will only ever be me, Momo.
That is a shame. Very well, therapist. I hope you are happy. You've destroyed the relationship.
And the both of you can find fulfilling lives separately.
Hombre, I ain't here to save or destroy your relationship. I'm here to find reality, no matter what it is. Man, a reason ought to appreciate that, right?
I suppose so. It seems that reality bites, with fangs sharper than my own.
That's it then. Maybe it is better that we find our own paths.
Perhaps my needs are better fulfilled elsewhere.
I mean, we don't have to end that part of our relationship.
Indeed, no. It would be a pity if I could not see that airy chest again.
You mean this one?
Yes, that one. Your animal side should still be intact, yes?
I am the same person, Momo.
Oh, well, then this is acceptable.
Okay, they solved that quickly, like whatever makes you happy.
I will still move out. The castle is too much for me, but I think we can still have fun.
Okay, so they're descaling their relationship to something a bit more casual.
You two gonna be okay then?
I imagine so. I will be Momo, Reza will be Reza. Reason says it cannot be otherwise.
Well, I'm sorry we couldn't have a fairy tale ending here, but if we're not fighting reality, I think we're doing the prudent thing. If y'all need me, I'll be here for you.
Thank you. I think I would like a therapist.
I'll give you my Vmail address. Well, I guess we're done here, huh?
Yes, it is sad, but I am relieved.
That's just how life goes sometimes, ain't it? All right, you two, I'll let you get going then. I hope the new arrangement will be good for both of you.
Well, I suppose I'll still get what I want. Very well, therapist. Bonne nuit to you.
And Rodafes,
Bonne nuit and Rodafes to you as well.
an unexpected end to the evening, but perhaps the best one we could hope for.
I think so. Got an achievement for it as well. Lovely.
Reza seems to have found some measure of peace, and Momo is not ready to be flexible in his thinking yet. It is common among our kind.
So I'm discovering. I wish I could have helped them two find some kind of middle ground, though.
It isn't up to you, my dear. A couple is not a unit, but one and one. And who knows, perhaps in 1,000 years, Momo and Reza will be a wonderful couple.
That is the one thing I'm so jealous about vampires, is the fact that they can just have endless time to figure their shit out. Because I'm so tired, guys. I would love to just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna figure my shit out and spend 20 years just doing that and living at a slower pace and not be on my grind at all hours of the day.
Relationships ain't easy in life or death, I reckon. But this was probably a growing experience for both of them. Truth be told, even though it didn't work out, I'm a little envious.
It need not be so, Samuel. I am certain that there are many who would love to experience a passionate, compassionate cowboy.
Oh, shucks, boss. If it happens, it happens. I ain't in no rush.
Then I hope you will be caught by surprise, my dear.
Oh, Andrew Marcus is just the fucking best.
I will leave you to it. Tonight is the last night of Bachfest. I hope you will go out and enjoy the music.
Yes.
I will. Now that Wilhelm's in good hands, I can relax and enjoy it.
Maybe you find that very passionate fan who Sam he seemed to hit it off well
Do
with.
so, my friend. Your evening off is well earned. Rest in peace.
Hey, Squishy Satan, how's it going? Welcome back. Come on.
Well, I was hopeful for them two fellas, but I think Reza's just outgrown Momo.
Okay, let's have a little look at what our last notes on them were. Well, shucks. Seems Momo and Reza found an arrangement, but they ain't gonna be partners no more. Reza's exploring religion, and that's just a bridge too far for Momo. Reza seems to be focusing on himself more than changing the whole world. I think Momo will be happy either way. He gets to ride out on his high horse. I reckon this was the right decision to make. Kind of funny how the young are better at growing than the elderly. Good reminder to question myself when I'm always right.
Love ain't easy for us immortals, but I gotta hope. What do you think, Johan? Think there's any hope for us old folks?
Talking dead men again?
Johanna.
Hey, I was hoping I'd see you again tonight.
Oh, Joanna, nice to see you again.
That was some mighty fine flute playing you did the other night.
Thank you, Sam. You're an old soul, I think. I wasn't surprised you liked Bach.
Well, the man certainly had a gift.
Did you end up finding his children?
Yeah, I did actually. I think they're in a better place now.
Being dead is in a better place?
Oh, it ain't so bad. You get used to it after a while, right?
She's not a vampire, Sam.
You're a very odd duck. Has anyone ever told you that?
I don't think so, but I like the sound of it.
Then you are a very odd duck, Sam.
Oh.
You gotta tell me something though. How do you play the flute like that with fangs?
Damn, okay.
Fangs? You don't know how to play the flute at all, do you, Sam? You just bring the head to your lips, loosen your jaw, and blow.
The point is, he tried.
Would you like me to teach you how to play Bach, Sam?
Oh.
Oh, very much, ma'am. Very much. I'm afraid I'm heading back to the States soon, though.
So am I. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Bach will play all night. What do you say, partner?
Oh, this is so cute. Yes, take a chance on love.
You got a point. We don't control the future. All we got is now.
So what should we do with now?
There's something I love doing more than anything. Something I usually do alone, but right now, I'd love to have you join me.
Oh, what's that, Sam?
Do tell.
Joanna, I'd be honored if you'd take a walk with me.
Oh, why is this hitting me so hard?
Why, I'd be tickled pink, sir.
You've helped so many other people and now you get to help yourself. Oh! that's the end of the DLC, Vampire Therapist Couples Therapy. That is so fucking cute. Oh, why is this hitting me so hard? Oh, thank you for the hydrate check. I needed it. Honestly, this game is just fantastic, you could say. I love this game so much. Cyrus Nemeti, who's the main head behind this game, did such an incredible job making this incredible game. And the whole team was so cool and so fucking talented. Hell yes, big kudos to everyone. The Shadow Caretaker, Vince, how's it going? Welcome back. Is this Steph for 27 months? Crazy. Thank you so much for the 27-month resub, Vince. I love your face. I hope you're doing well. I miss you. And sending all the good vibes. How's it going? I'm so sorry. We're getting close to wrapping things up for tonight, but so glad you could catch the last little tail end of tonight. It's wonderful to have you join us. Vampire Therapist is a work of fiction, although inspired by actual events and real persons. Narrative and characters have been fictionalized for dramatic purposes. Blah, blah, blah. Essentially saying, like, these are not accurate depictions of the real historical figures, which is all good. Very special thanks. If you're reading this, you'll probably be friends IRL. I would love to be IRL friends with you, Cyrus team. I mean, we're already mutuals on Blue Sky, but you seem really cool and you make really cool, fun games. I would love to be a part of them, and I think we would be really cool friends. I'm just saying that. I'm just throwing it out there. Careful, Steph. I'm gonna hug the stuffing out of you. Is that a threat? Is that a threat or a promise? What was that series you recommended, Steph? Which series are you talking about? I talk about many series. If you're talking about actually the TV series that I recommended that was like gothic with like, I think you were talking about like government horror kind of stuff. I think it was True Blood. Just a heads up, don't watch it in front of your family because it is a very sexy show. There is, like, the horniness is up to like not just 11, it's at a 15. Like, the vampires, it's just so horny. So just a heads up, don't watch it in front of family. That's all I'll say. It's a great show. It gets into some weird territory, but overall, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. But I think we're going to wrap things up for tonight. I know this is a slightly shorter stream, but this feels like a good point to end things on tonight. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for the conclusion of Vampire Therapist. I had a great time playing this. I hope you all had a great time watching this. And I hope you can all join me on Friday because we will be continuing my attempt at an honor run of Baldur's Gate 3 with my wonderful Dragonborn Paladin, whose name is Vyaxith. And it sounds like a pain medication. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. And if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, then please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You're welcome anytime. Be sure to join me. Be sure to check out my other socials that are popping up in the chat right now, including my 2 YouTube channels, one for my ASMR tales and the other for my Twitch VODs, and my Blue Sky, my Insta, and my TikTok. I have an ongoing 24/7 broadcast over on my main YouTube channel, which is a collection of ASMR tales and creepypasta narrations, so be sure to check that out and give it some love. But let's see who's currently live, and we can go say hello. I'm going to send you guys over to Tiffany because they are playing some League of Legends. So I'm going to just send you guys over to Tiffany, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm going to get some sleep because I've got more editing to do tomorrow, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. I will see you on Friday for my honor run of Baldur's Gate 3. Have a wonderful week, and remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, my lovelies.